Hello. There you go. What's up, chat? Hello, hello. Yup. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Just making sure. Hold on. Let me fix something. Sa TikTok naglolo ko eh. Teka. Let me just fix TikTok, chat. TikTok has no mic. There. Hello, TikTok. Yon. Hello, TikTok. Yep. Yes. Hello? Is this better, chat? It should be better, right? Should be good now. Okay na, nagkakarinigan na tayo sa TikTok. G. Yeah, there you go. Okay, what's up, chat? No sound or be good now? Okay. Yeah, should be better. Now I know kung bakit nahihina. Now I know ba't kayo nahihinaan sa audio a few days ago. Because for some reason, naging naging stereo yung setting dito. Which it shouldn't be. There. I fixed everything, I think, chat. Okay na ang lahat. Okay, how's everybody's weekend? We weren't able to go live last night, chat. We weren't able to go live last night. Spent time with family. No, hindi bago yung camera natin. Still the same old camera. I don't know why mas HD siya ngayon tingnan. Maybe better encoding for TikTok. But wala tayong iniba. Same old settings. Already June? I have, Ron. I have. It's very, very nice. I did send it already to the Popcorn channel. What's up, Alex? Alex, welcome to the stream. Yeah, well, pretty straightforward stream today, chat. Magkakaroon tayo ng mini raffle. Mamimigay tayo ng 2 litro to 2 winners of Vitasoy plus almond milk. So, just let me know if you want to join. Press 1 lang. Press 1. As long as you're in Metro Manila, maipapadala ko to sa inyo. My dinner tonight, Ron, leftover food from our family dinner last night. Alex is joining. Not Romeo? Okay, Alex then. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to have milk transported outside of Metro Manila. Oh, spinin natin yung wheel. Kompleto na. Dito na si Alex eh. What do you mean? Wait, it seems that they want to reset the MCU, but the Avengers Endgame. Oh, there's a new version of Endgame? I didn't even hear of that. So, ang dinner ko kanina, lasagna. Sarap, no? Lasagna, tas hinalo ko dun yung ground chicken na ginagawa ko. So, tirang lasagna siya from last night. Yeah, come over here, Alisos. Say hi. What's up, Chuck? Always happy to see you here, Chuck. I got you, Romeo. All good, all good. What's up, Office Ninja? Welcome to the stream. Wait. Now ko lang naalala na si Alisos pala, si Office Ninja. I like that, June. Wait, what kind of Vitasoy did you buy? Or are you planning to buy? What was Ron saying then? Na magkakaroon ng bagong ending yung endgame? Or like a new version? The banana one? Oh, the Vitasoy Classic. Yeah. By the way, we'll talk about Odyssey tonight. We'll talk about non-spoiler review of the Odyssey, of course. We'll talk about the Hangout Sched. We'll have read-through, and then, of course, we'll have Raffle. Pretty straightforward stream. What's up, Shintaru? I have no idea kung ano like I've saw the trailer, but I guess I'm just not attached anymore to the MCU, just unlike before. Na I don't know, they call it trailer fatigue. There you go. So I suppose it's either of the two, right? Either sa MCU, wait, Avengers Doomsday, right? So let's not play this, of course. Okay, hold on. Imagine if yun lang, tas nag-ano na tayo. Wait. Let's just forward it to the scene where we see their Doom. There you go. So, it's a mix of two for me. It's a mix of things for me. Partly, I'm just not as in tune anymore with all the other happenings of the MCU. Sure, napanood ko yung mga main movies. I saw the latest Ant-Man. Napanood ko yung latest... I saw Fantastic Four. I've seen all the big name Marvel movies or the bigger releases. But the smaller ones, I haven't really caught up with. Yung mga TV series. I haven't watched Loki Season 2. And I haven't seen... Yeah, I haven't really seen everything. So, parang to me, it's very hard to feel emotionally connected to the trailer. And the other thing is, yung nabasa ko earlier, trailer fatigue. Parang ang nangyayari yata, sa sobrang epic na ng lahat ng trailers, there's nothing epic anymore. You know what I mean? Like, with how trailers are just so sophisticated and how all of these trailers evoke emotions, it's like, when everything is like that, wala nang epic in that sense. So, I'm feeling both. Both a disconnect and trailer fatigue from after seeing this. Of course, I was hyped, diba? Of course, I was very happy pa rin na napanood ko siya and that, I was excited. But it wasn't like the first Avengers trailer. Of course, it's not like this is going to be the first Avengers movie, so it's not like I'm expecting myself to be affected like the first time I watched Avengers. But if you think about it, there really is some kind of superhero movie fatigue. and it's still not gone. It's just forever gonna be there now because of just how great the MCU was and how, up until today, we're trying our best to milk it. Yeah, my Romanian accent si Victor Von Doom. Apparently, he is from... What is that country? Yung pinanggalingan ni Scarlet Witch. Yung pinanggalingan ni Scarlet Witch at ni Silver Surfer. No, not Silver Surfer. Damn it. Chat. Quicksilver. Latveria. Yeah. Yun. So, I mean, that's the only Eastern European country that the MCU keeps referring to, right? So, that's probably going to be connected to Doctor Doom. So, I haven't seen all the Easter eggs yet, and I haven't seen a trailer breakdown. But, yeah, I guess, as with these things, chat, I don't know, call me old, because I am old, but I feel like it's the conversation surrounding these things that excite me more now than the trailer itself. So it's the breakdown, it's people's reactions, it's people trying to dissect things, trying to figure out. So, I don't know, maybe nag-iba na yung pag-consume ko ng content, especially when it comes to big budget Hollywood productions. Mas natutuwa na ako sa conversation kaysa sa content itself. So, I don't know. That's just how I have been with this trailer. Yung experience ko with it. Nah, not a trailer breakdown. I'm not that kind of content creator. Not smart enough. Sokovia. Oh, my bad. Thank you for clarifying, Romeo. Oh, see, right then and there, I made a blatant mistake. So apparently, Doom Country is Latveria and Sokovia. I got things mixed up there. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how this happens. It makes sense when Office Ninja said that it's going to be about nostalgia. They do have to evoke some kind of emotion from the viewers, right? Especially from the older generation who've seen and are still attached to the old MCU characters. Na kailangan may there has to be stakes to it. There has to be some kind of, I don't know, connection to the movie. Because, of course, we no longer have Iron Man, right? The Iron Man of before. We no longer have him. And Iron Man, ni Robert Downey Jr., single-handedly tied everything together. Right? I mean, at least we have the others now. You have Steve Rogers still, and Thor. Salamat, never stop in life. Kung totoo yan, dilipat ka dito sa YouTube kung saan live din ako. C.I. Benipayo. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, don't get me wrong, chat. I am excited. I am gonna watch this 100%. I'm gonna be one of the first moviegoers as well. But yeah, I was a little shocked with my own reaction with how the trailer went. I was expecting more hype, but I guess I'm just not able to relate to it anymore because I'm not updated with every single MCU thing that has been happening. And that's pretty normal, I feel. Anybody else hype, by the way, from the trailer? Balita ako nga, never stop in life. May nabasa ako sa Reddit na ganun. Magkalaban ba talaga si Gambit at si Shang-Chi? Like in the comics? Like, are they arch nemesis or something? It makes sense if it's a nostalgia thing. That they are going to, bring the most familiar faces together in one screen and try to find a way to make us fall in love with them all over again. Or at least with the new characters, fall in love with them for the first time. Oh, Easter egg lang. Okay. But, if there's one thing I'm pretty sure with, chat, this trailer is a whole lot of nothing. Do you know how... I mean, of course, there are Easter eggs and, we can't help but piece things together ourselves, especially yung mga MCU fans or the comic book fans who are very much familiar with what's going on. But you remember the Endgame trailer? Do you remember the Endgame trailer? That entire trailer was literally the first 45 minutes of the movie. And then something totally else happened. Something else totally happened. So I feel like it's gonna be something like that. Like all of these things. We're gonna try to come up with something, and then it's only the first 30 minutes of the movie. Because that's something Marvel is really good with sa trailers nila. They're good at showing us everything but nothing at the same time. Is it the resolution, Romeo? Baka naka 1440p ka sa YouTube? Yeah, and that's also another thing Marvel is really good at least the MCU and Disney. Sobrang galing nilang makinig sa community nila. They're very in touch with their fan base, and they know how to maneuver things such that when we see the second trailer, it's likely going to be a lot of it will have taken a lot of feedback already from this first drop. Yeah, Ron, I'm excited for Doomsday. What's up, SWG? What college did I finish? Kung mahalaan mo, Anjo, ilalagay kita dito sa raffle natin tonight. Who did they cast as Jean? Oh, I think they cast the original X-Men, right? The original X-Men from Fox is going to be the X-Men here, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Nah, papasok pa rin nila to. It's too big of a movie. Too big of a movie for them to not allow this to run side by side with MMFF. Too big of an economic opportunity for the Philippines to not allow Avengers. I remember they allowed it with Star Wars, right? Naalala nyo, chat, yung Star Wars... I don't know which Star Wars, but yung mga recent na Star Wars. Episode... 7, 8, 9, I think? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So episode 7, 8, 9, I don't know which of those, they allowed it to run simultaneously with MMFF. Because Star Wars is notorious for releasing movies every December 25. Right? So, if I'm not mistaken, one of those episodes, they allowed to run together with the MMFF. It's too big of an opportunity for them to just block off. Like, it's malaking pera to eh. And it's not just for greed's sake or business's sake, but it's for economic activity. Because when people watch movies, big movies, they don't just watch a movie, right? They dine, they purchase other items, mall activity spikes. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be something that it's going to be trumped by MMFF. Is that true, June? Damn, I don't even remember. Polsai, hindi Anjo. Hindi ako Polsai. By the way, chat, we have a mini raffle tonight. Vitasoy plus almond milk. 2 winners of 2 liters each. And if you are... this raffle, if everybody in Metro Manila is eligible to join the raffle. Only because mahihirapan ako to ship this if you aren't from Metro Manila. Did I say this already, SWG? I replied to you in Discord. So, yeah, SWG. Yeah, that's true too, Romeo. I mean, Marvel is gonna pull off the same exact tricks without us knowing that they're pulling off the same exact tricks. They're good. They've got this down. I'm pretty sure Avengers is still a big name. It's a big name enough that it's gonna be a $1 billion movie. I would guess 1.5 minimum. How much did Marvel movies box office 2025? Fantastic Four 521, Captain America 415. Yeah, I think this is gonna be easily a 1 billion movie. 1 billion movie. Where are we? Phase 5. Spider-Man. Phase 4. Phase 5. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine earned billions, right? Thunderbolts. I'm curious to see where's Fantastic Four at. Deadpool, Wolverine, 1.3 billion. Yeah, easily 1.5 for Avengers. I'm surprised Fantastic Four only got 500, pero I think may nakasabay to na DCU movie, di ba? I think nakasabay nito Superman. Right? Fantastic Four ang nakasabay nito Superman eh. Related to law? Hindi. Ang course ko, not at all related to law. No, Ron. What's that all about? Can you send it in the Discord? Just like I mentioned, chat, just press 1 if you want to join. And if you're not gonna join, that's okay too. Para to sa mga mahilig sa almond milk. Q4 movie hangout? That's not a bad idea, I would say. Yeah, Kelvs, nakita ko si Speed. May nakita akong comments sa YouTube. Wait lang, let's go to that. Let's see if the comment is still there. Speed FIFA halftime. Wait, there you go. Okay, so Speed in halftime, and then looking at the comments. This is so true, chat. Imagine this guy's only 21 years old. iShowSpeed is the most random thing that happened. From streaming in his room to performing at the World Cup final, absolute cinema. Best part is that Speed actually looks like he belongs exactly where he is. Sobrang galing. Sobrang random na itong taong to. But he deserves it all, man. Sobrang solid ni Speed. So alam ko pasteurized naman June eh. So I don't think you're gonna have a problem. You're not gonna have a problem with storing it. But yun na nga, it's really just going to be hard to ship because it's a fragile item na kapag nabalibag to, there's a chance it's gonna burst. Yeah, there's definitely all streamers have different flavors to them, and it's not for everybody's taste for sure. Speed is I like Speed. Yeah, we're gonna go through all of these Reddit tabs. I gathered these all for us tonight to talk about, chat. Kailangan natin mag-farm ng content. Oh, I didn't know that, JR. Temperature will be fine. It's really more of the handling of the package. I know these milks are pasteurized, so they're gonna be fine. And they're very well sealed. It's really just that baka mag-burst yung mga Tetra Pak eh. Got you, Ron. Yeah, finally, Anjo, you got it. I'm a psych major. And by the way, Trisha, come over here to YouTube. Same username, CI Benipayo. Better screen here. Giveaway po ba ito ng... Hindi nga ako bumili ng Robust. I didn't buy Robust, chat. I've never used Robust also. Although I'm not opposed to trying for scientific purposes only, of course. No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't buy Robust. I didn't buy Robust. I'm again, I've never tried it, only ever heard of it. Where's the link, Ron? I'm trying to look for it. FIFA crops out World Cup photo. White House adds him back in. Okay. Champions. Ah, I see. So FIFA World Cup, and then Trump is supposed to be here, huh? And then Trump is here. Lol. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have to be political. We are celebrating Spain's win, right? So that's as good as it gets. There's no need to go any deeper here. And so removing Trump from the photo isn't as loaded as one would think. It just makes it funnier now that pinost din ng White House yung same Spanish celebration, only this time with Trump. Of course they have to. It's the White House. Canola boy, Ron. Let me check if it got censored, Ron. Ay, oo nga, no? Weird that it got censored. Oh, I know now why. Ron, when you said documentary, chat, what word in documentary do you think was censored? Because this was Ron's message. And then the censor bot censored it. What word in documentary, what letter combination in documentary could have the censor bot detected? I'm not a very big football fan, but hey, congratulations to Spain, of course, right? Salamat, George. No. Is this one. Boom. So kaya na ban. O kaya na block. But anyway, this is what Ron sent. Boss Toyo apologizes after post on Cara David documentary draw backlash. Okay. Creator Boss Toyo has apologized after drawing criticism over social media posts that many netizens viewed as casting doubt on veteran journalist Cara David's eyewitness doc about an illegal dump site in an Aita ancestral domain in Subic. He said he did not notice the foul odor highlighted in the documentary and claimed the Aita residents told him there was no lingering smell or swarm of flies. He also wrote that he had been informed the property was privately owned and that most of the waste had already been segregated. Responding online, Cara David said her team interviewed residents, consulted the local government, and verified its findings with the DENR and the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples. She also noted that the mayor's office had acknowledged accountability. So, there you go. Nagkaroon ng mini beef tong dalawang to. Boss Toyo and Cara David. Cara David being, of course, the reputable journalist that she is. And Boss Toyo, I feel, is just curious. Curious to know more and probably had a dissenting opinion. Wanted to test it. Was proven false. And so nag-apologize siya kay Boss Toyo. Not, of course, the best way to do it, but sometimes it just happens, chat. Sometimes you have an opposing opinion to a popular person or to a reputable person, and you push that, test it, get feedback, and mali siya. So, not to make any drama out of this, but based on this article alone, that's all I can really say about it. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not Boss Toyo's first time being wrong, but hey, we're looking at this at a case-by-case basis for now. I mean, this is all that I have. Diba? This article only. I don't know how Boss Toyo said it. Did Boss Toyo say it in a scathing manner? Na nagalit ba siya kay Cara David? Sumigaw ba siya? Pinagmukha niya bang tanga si Cara David? I don't know. But what I do know is that when Boss Toyo often gives remarks like that, it often comes with some kind of flair that may have rubbed people the wrong way. But I don't want to assume that's the same case with Boss Toyo. Not attacking, but talking against, speaking against Cara David's documentary. Yeah, I suppose I think that's the takeaway here, right, Romeo? At the end of the day, if you are indeed going against a reputable person, like a reputable journalist, no less, kailangan siguro substantial yung evidence. It's not enough that we have one opinion or a couple of opinions when we're going against months of research. Diba? Anecdotal evidence is not very strong evidence at the end of the day. Anecdotal evidence is kwento lang, in short, diba? 2 pages in response. Oh my God. Probably wasn't having any of it. Yeah. I mean, I want to have stronger feelings against this. But at the same time, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not very deep into the development here. Hindi ko alam kung anong nangyari talaga or paano sinabi ni Boss Toyo yung differing opinion niya. All I'm getting at is this short article and what I'm hearing from you, chat. Baka pagsabihan na naman ako ni JR ng ano eh. Kaya nagagalit Reddit sa'yo eh. Mr. Neutral. But yeah, chat. Well, if we get to know more about it, we'll dig deeper. But for now, this is all that we have. At least what I have. This is all that I have. Yeah. Alipores pala na LGU ng Subic, no? So talagang yung kabilang side nung kay Cara David. Like, basically the entity that Cara David is calling out. So, pinadala dito yung response. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. Oh my God, Eyewitness is not having it. Teka lang I'm trying to open my Facebook page. Yeah, I mean, imagine attacking not just a beloved person, but one of the most respected journalists. Be prepared talaga. Hold on, chat. My Facebook is slow. Hold on, let me just refresh this. Sorry, I have like 200 tabs open. I'm not lying, I really do have a lot of tabs open. Kaya di ko ma-open ng Facebook ko ng maayos. Alright, here. This is the eyewitness response. Oh my God. Following the documentary's broadcast, the issue drew widespread public attention and renewed calls for action. In recent days, however, several claims seeking to discredit the documentary have circulated online. We believe it is important to address these claims with the facts. Let's go. The dump site is on private property. False. The team obtained a copy of the certificate of ancestral domain. Claim there is no foul odor. False. Many of whom said they endured the odor for years. Diba? Wow. This really speaks volumes about the difference between a journalist and a vlogger/content creator. That's true, chat. Again, if you are, it's great to consume content from creators, especially those who can offer a more digestible format of content when it comes to complex current events, diba? Because sometimes in my experience, I would prefer listening to people I already have a relationship with, or at least a connection to. Mas naiintindihan ko. Maybe it's the way they speak. Maybe it's the way they digest information for me to understand. So in that sense, there's nothing inherently wrong with getting your news from creators or getting your news from online or from influencers, quote unquote, influencers or creators or vloggers. But at the same time, that doesn't mean na pwede na natin i-neglect yung due diligence natin. As much as possible, consuming content or consuming current events from a creator is just a partial step at understanding the entire picture. Because it does help, right? It does help to consume content from a creator because of many different reasons. But we always have it is always our responsibility to verify the veracity of the information. And in this case, Boss Toyo did a poor job at giving opposing opinions to an otherwise well-researched topic. Thank you, Paring Ray. Good Habits Club. Okay. All right, let's talk about some things here, chat. I did gather a lot of Reddit threads here for you. This one is just very quick. I did not know na number 13 sa buong mundo ang women's softball Philippines women's softball. What is WBSC? WBSC women's softball. Are these kids? Women's Softball World Cup. Wow. Like real, like adult. We're not talking about junior leagues or kids. Okay to The women's Women's Softball World Cup. Women's Softball World Cup. How is WBSC? What does the WBSC stand for? WBSC. Asan yung WBSC? World Baseball Softball Confederation. Yun. WBSC is World Baseball Softball Confederation. Nakaka-confused, no? But anyway, wow. I thought we were. I thought WBSC meant, for some reason, kids, like something children. World Baseball under, I don't know, super children. I don't know. Basta akala ko na una mga bata. But hey, this is crazy. Again, not only did I know na number 13 tayo sa buong mundo, but that we also beat world number 13 in Puerto Rico. Yet again, another example that isn't basketball where we Filipinos are excelling in. And again, I understand kung bakit tayo hindi nag-invest sa non-basketball sports sa Pilipinas. It makes a lot of sense. Generally speaking, there's no money in sports that aren't basketball because advertisers are what fund sports consumption, right? Sorry, no. Advertisers are what funds potential earnings in sports. And if walang nanunood nung sport, walang reason ang advertisers mag-advertise sa sport na yun. So I guess if there's any takeaway from this, the takeaway is to wholeheartedly support whatever sport you want to flourish. Siyempre makakatulong din if may government backing. Siyempre makakatulong din if our government takes the initiative to fund instead of waiting for corporate to fund it. But at the same time, changes like this have to begin with us as well. Yeah, it's exactly like that, Char, the WNBA situation. If nobody is watching it, advertisers are not gonna put money in it. And if there's no money in it, why will any sports team fund their sports team? Diba? It's there's not much of a money potential there. Either way, doesn't take away from the problem that we are currently facing. The fact that ang hina natin. Like, the fact that we only tend to support basketball. So hope that changes it. Hope this changes it. Hope all our wins lately change it. I'm not sure if I said this on stream, by the way. I'm not sure if I said this on stream or elsewhere. But I have a mild take kung bakit ang hilig ng government natin magpatayo ng mga barangay, ng mga basketballan sa mga barangay hall or sa mga barangay. Right? Instead of baseball fields or tennis courts, the reason I feel, apart from the obvious na may pera sa basketball and a lot of people love watching basketball and supporting basketball, the reason why I think mga barangay mahilig magpatayo, mga barangay captain, mga mayor, vice mayor, mahilig magpatayo ng mga basketballan, it's because it's a multi-purpose venue. Ngayon, kung meron ka ng basketballan, pwede na yun maging plaza. Pag nilagyan mo ng covered courts, ang sarap na magpa-event dun. Iwas init na rin yun. Right? And of course, not to mention, if you put up basketball courts, it's not like tennis where it's just 1v1 or 2v2. Kapag basketball court yan, malamang sa malamang, kaya mo yan i-5v5, di ba? Like a full court. Hindi naman din nangyayari yun. Madalas, half court. O, di ba? Mas marami ka pa magsusuportahan. mas maraming taong, mas madaling magpalakas. Kasi mas marami ang makikinabang. So, many reasons. But I'd like to think that those are the other reasons apart from money. Kung bakit basketball courts are kung bakit incentivized politicians natin magpatayo ng mga basketball court. I didn't know this. I think this is a serious answer as well. Hi Baluga. I'm not aware yet. I don't have a lot of knowledge about Pax Silica yet. Ram. All that I know as of this moment is that it will create a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunities. It will grow Philippine export by almost double. But at the same time, if it doesn't solve the potential problems, we're easily gonna be ass cooked. Kasi ang alam ko, number one problem ng Pax Silica is environmental effects and energy demands. Other than that, RAM, I don't know much. But again, you can if done properly, I cannot deny the kind of competitive advantage Pac Silica will be able to give to the Philippines. Ang ano lang kasi, let's just put it this way. The risk to reward ratio is almost 1:1. So it's either great success or mad doom. Alam niyo yun? That's why no matter how much I think about the potential good things Pac Silica can bring upon the Philippines, I also cannot deny the negative effects. 1:1. Like both really great extremes. Yeah. Yep. Those are the exact things to worry about. Environmental impact as well as electricity demand. Those are the two big things, because if they don't get that right just in time, it's gonna mess up everything else. And again, risk to reward ratio 1:1. Looking at the positive side, economic impact will be monumental for the Philippines. It will actually make us a contender pagdating sa competition, especially when it comes to tech. Because right now, we don't have much going for us when it comes to tech chat. So, really have to keep a watchful eye on it. Yep. Totoo yan, Bills. That's why if they don't do anything about it, Pilipino magsasuffer. Water supply and electric supply. Salamat, Baluga. Pickleball court, ganun din kasi, di ba? Multi-purpose siya. Pwede siyang venue, pwede ka magpamisa sa, pwede ka magpa-ceremony, magpa-graduating ceremony, pwede ka magpamisa sa mga court na malalaki. Sana naman hindi yun yung maging solusyon at any given point, Bills. Sobrang hirap nun. Okay, we can move on. MCA, what's up, Pao? Hindi lahat ng matatanda ay nire-respeto. Alright, let's see how bad this is. It's a short thread, that's why I decided to open it anyway. Post ko lang here tong tao na to, ewan ko kung ire-respeto ko pa. Yung charger na nasa litrato, ginamit niya yan pamalo sa aso. Sa aso namin, syempre ako nagdilim paningin ko kasi anong dahilan para ipalo niya sa asong dumaan lang sa harapan niya. Hindi lang isang beses niya ginawa yan sa mga hayop dito sa amin. Kung anong makita niya, yun ang ipapalo niya. So nagkasagutan kami, sabi ko, bakit mo ipapalo yung charger ko sa aso? Inaano ka ba na aso? Tsaka pag nasira charger ko, kaya mo bang bumili ng bago? Sigaw na sabi ko na nagtitimpi lang ako sa kanya kasi ang hilig niya manakit ng aso. Ang sagot niya naman, tarantado ka, bakit bilhan pa kita ng charger na bago? Ha? Bakit? Tarantado ka kahit bilhan pa kita ng charger na bago. Siyempre dito na uminit ulo ko at namura ko na tapos hindi na siya tumigil kakasalita niya na gago daw ako. Sana makarma kang matanda ka. Jesus. Nagkainitan. That's all I'm gonna say. It's wrong, period. It's wrong. I'd like to yeah, it's the old person's fault. There was absolutely no reason to hit animals, especially in the way that OP was describing. Could be Levy, but nothing's appearing from my end. Wala akong nakikita dito sa chat ni Levy. Pro AI data centers. Yeah, bad trip. Salamat, Gio. Gio, kung totoo yan, lilipat ka dito sa YouTube. CI Benipayo ang username ko dito. Samahan mo kami dito. So I was thinking about when I decided to put this thread aside for us to read online. Ang naisip ko dito, yung growing nuance ko when it comes to understanding elders as somebody who's growing old myself. Wow. Parang ine-embrace ko na talaga yung pagka matanda ko, no? But as somebody who's growing old myself, I am also having a more nuanced understanding. Hold on. I have the wrong tag here on Twitter. I mean on Twitch. There, let me fix my tag. Na some old people are just really caught up in their old ways, and that it's not a matter of them being wrong for what they're doing, because most of the time that's what it is, but it's really more that if they just never learned new things, and maybe they just got stuck at some point in their lives, and it's not point there's no point in arguing against those kinds of people. But then I saw this one, I saw the OP, kung ano yung sinabi ng OP, I'm like, yeah, F this. Okay, let's move on. Okay, more Rene news here. This is of course, that's the idea talaga, Levi, Like I mentioned, I don't mind getting older for as long as I am also getting wiser. Because, and hopefully, that's what's happening. Because I feel like I will feel old the moment I don't get any wiser anymore. Kapag tumigil na yung learning ko, or yung yearning for learning, I think doon na ako tatanda. So far, ano pa naman? So far, gusto ko pa rin naman matuto. Okay, fan ni Rene, nagpakalbo para ibigay ang buhok niya sa ginagawang sculpture nito. Now, the post that we made on Rene kind of blew up on TikTok. It really attracted a lot of debate among people. Most of them saying the same things. Mostly saying the same things. For example, ito. Ginawang tourist at yeah, most of them are, this one is just being flat out mean. Yung nagsasabi na they're just being Bisaya. That's just discriminatory. If there's anybody ginawang but basically everyone's saying the same thing, na it's not respect, yung ginagawa nila, it's fandom, being a fanatic, wala nang direction to, yung ginagawa ni ng mga tao visiting Rene Batrabonia's house in that way. But I guess my opinion still stands. I'm looking more after the welfare of the family than anybody else. Now going back here, the fandom is well and alive. There is really a growing cult popularity with Rene Baterbonia. At this point, it's useless to trace kung saan pa to nanggagaling. Whether it's at this point, it's a beast of its own already. Useless to find out saan ito lahat nanggaling, what happened, why did this kind of following surge in popularity. So I guess because we can't do a lot of the tracing, what we can do now is just really observe what's going on and make sure people don't end up hurting each other for this, and when it does happen, we can call those actions out. So far, it's just people being massive fans, following the trend, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Like, there's no right or wrong with that. Wala namang nasasaktan. Bakit ginawa ng sculpture? I have no idea. Imagine waiting for your trial in the afterlife, hoping you get inner peace just for your fellow souls to talk about what's going on the universe dimension being this shit. Yeah. So, let's just see. So far, ano naman? So far, no real hurt is occurring. So, let's keep having fun with the memes, I suppose. Be watchful with our words and be more concerned about when things get a lot more serious compared to this. Yeah, right now it's just people riding on the fanaticism. Ito pa? What is this, bro? This is so creepy. Hindi ba sobrang weird ang internet culture? Someone dies tragically. Then suddenly, ang daming tao na maastang long-time fan, idol, legend, my inspiration, edits every hour. Kahit karamihan hindi naman alam kung sino siya bago mag-trend. Condolences are one thing, pero yung biglang emotional attachment sa taong nakilala mo lang dahil sa balita, that kind of parasocial behavior genuinely creeps me out. So, another one. Butterball niya ulit. Now with a statue. And again, the growing fanaticism over a character. I like again, 1,000,001 different opinions on this. But I'm just really more concerned about the welfare of the family. And for as long as that's intact and they're okay and it's a net positive for them, I'm okay. If people aren't hurting themselves, I'm okay. And if maybe even a small fraction of the fanatics are genuinely having genuine inspiration from this, then that's okay too. Basta walang nagkakasakitan. I'm so old. Parang yung opinion ng matanda no? Besides, I'd like to think that those who are being massive quote-unquote fans of Rene are just kids too, right? They're probably in their late teens, early 20s, just looking for something to cling on, right? Something that they can relate to. It's strange, it's crazy, it's weird, it's creepy. Pero there's no harm. There's no inherent harm being done, right? And one of the things I learned from theology in college is that one of the things to consider when deciding whether something is right or wrong is the diminishing of dignity. Is anybody's dignity being diminished here? You can argue probably Rene, right? Because he's passed already, and yet people can't seem to make him rest in peace. So you could argue that way. But also speaking very candidly about it, the guy is dead, right? He's passed very tragically. So what we should be looking after for are the dignities of the people who are closest to him. And that's why I keep reverting to the family. With all due respect, of course, he's passed away already. Mas importante para sa akin yung family niya ngayon and yung dignity na dapat ina-uphold for the family. So for as long as they're doing okay, for as long as their welfare is being looked after, net positive effect sa kanila, we can this will naturally fade out, hopefully. That's Levy's line when they start monetizing this. Is your umuulan baka luha ni Renito? Is your unit from Alveo? No, I'm not from the Philippines, D-Marks. I'm from Singapore. Pag na-dead kaya si Bato may statue sa hagdan ng Senado. Let's see. Naka-jersey. Joe, what's up? Hi, D-Marks. Yaf. Huwag tayong magsalita ng ganyan, di ba? Kasi kung ganyan tayo magsalita, Yaf, wala tayong pinagkaiba sa mga taong may masamang binabalak talaga. So, let's keep it real, but at the same time, let's keep it respectful, Yaf. Pustahan tayo next week na magpo-post na ng hala guys, pumapatak mga luha ni Rene sa rebulto niya. Buhay na buhay si Rene. I'll take that as comedy. Yeah, Singapore. I recently moved, D. Ginawa kasi nilang symbol ng mayaman sila kaya pinatay nila yung mahirap. I don't want to read this anymore. I said what I said, chat. Let's move on. I don't care what anybody says. This is apart from you know apart from one or two vegetables lacking, I don't care what anybody says. This is a complete meal. Kulang na lang siguro dito na vegetarian kangkong. That's it, chat. I don't care what anybody says. You have clean, good carbs from the rice. You have good fats from the egg. You have protein. What else are you missing? Right? What else? Fiber, maybe? I would say, but come on. Fight me on this. This is I would argue that this is better than shomai rice. This is higher quality food than shomai rice. Let me tell you why. Ang shomai, chat, poor protein source. Sure, it's filling because, it's bulkier and, there's more bite to it. It's chunky and, you might feel more full from it. But nutrition-wise, if you put shomai side by side with a fried egg wins every single time. Shomai, you're not even sure if you're getting, quality protein from the pork or kung ano mang animal meat yung nilagay nila dun. But with an egg, you can't cheat an egg. An egg will always come from a chicken in this case. So, high quality protein, high quality fats. You have rice, you have a decent amount of cholesterol. Siguro, iiwas lang dapat dito yung mga may history of high cholesterol na or predisposed to high cholesterol. But in such a case, put a cup of kangkong. Oh my God, you're good. Boiled kangkong. That's me, Pao. Yeah, man. This is pretty good. Like, fight me on this. Tama, ang kulang lang dito, bukod sa gulay, seasoning. Whether you're Team Maggi or Team Nor, whatever. Ketchup, banana ketchup. Tas mix nyo to lahat. That is every childhood's dream. Every child's dream. Sorry, Levy. Sorry. I'm sorry. Ang daming kanin. 2 eggs would have been better. But I think the thread here is budget meal talaga. Ultimate survival meal of a college student. Itlog sa kabahaw na kanin. Add ketchup with soy sauce. Amen. Hindi lang pang college, pang worker din yan. Eggs, man. Eggs are so good. Underrated. By the way, if in case you're still not aware, chat, this has been emerging science for the last decade at least. Magpi 15 or 20 years na yata tong emerging science, and it's just more and more acknowledged and affirmed by newer science. But cholesterol buildup, the plaque that build up, the cholesterol plaque that builds up in your arteries, and you can quote me on this, and you could fact check me on this, because I know for a fact that I am on the right. Cholesterol buildup that ends up as plaque in your arteries is not from the cholesterol you eat from food. It is more encouraged and influenced by the saturated fats you consume. So instead of being afraid of high cholesterol foods because it will, create cause plaque buildup, be more concerned with the saturated fats that you consume in food. It's been a myth that's been debunked 15 years ago, and it's continuously being reaffirmed by new science na hindi talaga cholesterol ang culprit. Instead, it is saturated fat. Now you know. Now you know. I think the only danger of consuming high cholesterol food is if may high cholesterol ka na. They did say that, Stein. Parang dapat iba yata ang pagkakaluto ng white sa yellow because one of them endures heat better. But I guess you could do that if you want to, and not do it if you don't want to. But I think the difference is gonna be incremental only. Just eat your damn eggs. I will eat this. Speaking of eggs, one whole leche flan. I don't care if the leche flan looks like this. I'm gonna eat it. How about you, Chad? How about you? When you eat leche flan, do you care as much does the appearance of the leche flan affect you more than the taste itself? Oh, really? Whether leche o flan, basta masarsa. Yeah. Like, sigurado naman ako galing to sa Llanere. Ang problema lang, nilipat na ata. Kaya nabasag-basag. Wow. I don't know yun yung family name ni Levi. Yeah, as long as it's still sweet, right? I love leche flan, chat. Like, I could eat an entire flan. Taas ng... By the way, isa pa yun. Sobrang taas ng cholesterol nito. Alright, let's move on. Took a picture of Palakang nagve-vape. Just found this fascinating. Wow, half chicken for $99. Mahal na talaga ng pagkain, no? 2 scoop ng biryani rice. Chicken sauce, vegan salad. 2 pieces plain something/beef sauce. Mahal na, no? Imagine. Tapos magkano minimum? Chicken biryani, 2 scoop biryani basmati rice, 1 chicken. I need at least that's cool. $99. Hirap na. Like, nagtaas I know nagtaas na yung minimum, pero it's still having a hard time keeping up with consumer prices. And it's not as simple as raising consumer price, minimum wages either. Ano kayang comments dito? Album cover. Okay, mga sasali ng raffle, before we move on to more Reddit threads, press 1 if you want to join today's raffle. We are going to be giving away 2 liters of Vitasoy Plus almond milk to 2 winners. So a total of 4 liters. Just press 1. Press 1 if you want to join. Hi, Kuya Will Dasovic. If you are from Metro Manila, chat, you are eligible to join. Anywhere from Metro Manila. Or Cavite, pwede. Sure. Basta kaya ng Lala Move. Alright, that's the deal. Basta kaya ng Lala Move, press 1 to join. You have to be here over in YouTube. CI Benipayo. Hi, Brigands. Press 1 lang. Press 1 lang. You already had your milk an hour ago? We're talking about dairy milk or almond milk here, JR? I nominate Ako Rin Ito. I don't think Ako Rin Ito is on stream right now. If ako rin ito is on stream, press 1. Oh! Nandiyan pala si ako rin ito. Alright. Sure. So, ako rin ito is on stream. Apparently, buti na lang nabanggit ni June. You're welcome, ako rin ito. Oat milk, alright. Alright, just clarifying, JR. The almond milk ng Vitasoy, I think, is sweetened. Baka yung almond milk na meron ka, Stein, unsweetened almond milk. Not that one is better than the other. I'd honestly prefer unsweetened myself. Pao is joining. Okay. Any more names before we go back to more Reddit threads? Okay, Mock also joining. Joe is also joining. I don't know what you're talking about, JR. I was only talking about either dairy milk, almond milk, or soy milk. So what haven't you had in a long time? Soy milk? I can think of coconut milk as well. And Carabao milk? Okay, Lirio also joining. Got you, Lirio. Okay, so babalikan natin to later. But quick announcement here, chat. We are now officially moving our Bfam Hangout to... Ay, ayan. May pa... Si Editor Kelvs. Editor Kelvs with the charity here. Pag nanalo sa inyo na lang. AKA sa akin. Carabao I had last week. Oh, okay. Okay, going back. Benifam Quarter 2 Hangout will now be happening on August 8th. It will be at Hobby Stadium, chat. Let us appreciate the layering here. If you look very closely, the logo is layered on top of the dates. Look at the intention there, chat. Look at the intention. The Q2 Hangout and then yung layer na to on top with what's this? A shadow, an outlined shadow. Let's appreciate the intentionality here. So, if I'm not mistaken, this was produced by none other than Stein of our engagement team. So, please chat, reserve the date, 8826 Hobby Stadium. It will begin at 4 p.m. We're gonna be doing board and trivia games. May videoke, meron tayong PS5 games, Netflix, and food and drinks. Si Sophia sasali? Wait, Sophia, you're joining? I'm confused, Sophia. Are you JB080? Sinusundo mo ba si JB? Sinusundo ka na ng asawa mo. Paging JB080. Sinusundo ka na ng asawa mo. Andito yata si Sophia at hinahanap ka, JB080. Close enough, yeah. But if you want to join the raffle, Sophia, just press 1. Let me know. Okay. Hindi pa lifted yung embargo. Malilift siya July 22, 9 p.m. Okay. Before we move on, chat, let's talk about something here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this movie. No spoilers, okay? Press 1 if you've seen Odyssey. Whether you saw it on IMAX, as Nolan intended, or you saw it on a regular theater like me, press 1 if you've seen the movie. Press 1, press 1. Who has seen it? Ako pa lang yata. Nagkapunuan yung sinehan. I was able to buy tickets last Tuesday for a Saturday screening. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's not the best time to talk about it. Or maybe I can. Non-spoiler naman siya. Para lang din magkaroon ng ibang POV. Nobody? Just me? I think si Bok tumakbo ng Angat Bayanihan. Imagine the knees you need to have, Levy, to run both those runs. Yeah, it was a 7/10 for me, chat. I totally understand that, technically you can't spoil the Odyssey, but you would be surprised to know that maraming hindi pa nakakabasa ng Odyssey. Like, for example, me. Nung high school si Ate Siben, required sila basahin yung Odyssey. Nung high school ako, imbis na Odyssey yung binasa namin, we read for English class. We read Diary of Anne Frank. Ano yung book na nakakita siya ng apple? Like, ng red na apple? Not Twilight. What's the book, chat? The where... The Giver, I think. The Giver? The Giver book. Yeah, this one. The Giver. The Giver. The Giver, yeah, there. The red apple, right? The Giver. There. So, hindi kami dumaan sa Odyssey. So, that's why I say it still could be spoiled if you haven't gone through any literature growing up pagdating sa Odyssey. So, here's my problem with the Odyssey. And it's a very personal problem because I'd like to think that I watched it at the wrong time. The Odyssey is by Christopher Nolan is a really great movie, and I just feel like when I watched it at the wrong time. Let me explain. So I watched the Odyssey. Hinahanap ko yung thread dito. There you go. I watched the Odyssey after binge watching 2 seasons of House of the Dragon. And the problem with binge watching that many episodes of a Game of Thrones franchise is that I've kind of gotten accustomed to whatever world or universe that the Game of Thrones experience set up for me. So what do I mean by that? It's the accent, first and foremost. I'm so used to thick European accents na nung pinanood ko yung Odyssey and everybody was talking in plain American accent, parang inisip ko tuloy na nagko-cosplay lang silang lahat dito. Whether it was Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, speaking in plain American accents or plain American English, parang teka lang, parang may mali. Like I couldn't wrap my head around it. Again, it's a me problem, okay? Whereas in Game of Thrones, they talked in figures of speech. Hindi sila plain straight English magsalita. When they described the courting, when the Odyssey would describe the courting events as a party, Game of Thrones would probably describe something like that as a feast. Right? Like, it's the nuances na parang, teka lang, may mali. So, para sa akin, mukhang naka-costume lang sina Tom Holland, Si Anne Hathaway. Like, by the way, when Anne Hathaway was very sad at, you know, different moments in the of the movie, na naglalash out siya or humahagulgul siya, it it felt like I was watching Anne Hathaway from Devil Wears Prada. And it felt like she was acting not in an olden time period. It felt like she was acting straight out of New York, 2025. Ganun. So that's the reason why the Odyssey didn't land well for me. And apart from that, I all the more appreciated costume design for House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones. Ibang level yung wardrobe nila doon. Ibang level yung details nung mga sinusuot nila doon. And when I compared it to the Odyssey, napaisip ako, teka lang. Isn't the Odyssey like a $500 million movie? How much is the Odyssey? How much did it cost to produce the Odyssey? The Odyssey film. The Odyssey film, sorry, budget is 250 million times 2 for marketing. So let's just say 500 million, right? When $500 million is technically unlimited money for production, why are the costumes that they're wearing here seemingly inferior to the costumes that Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon characters would be wearing? So I don't know. There's something amiss for me. Of course, we're comparing. It's stupid to compare two fiction things or two fictional narratives here, but I can't help but compare the two after coming off from a binge watching experience. Okay. Now, what I do appreciate, however, like I mentioned earlier, is the conversation. Sobrang nakakatuwa yung conversation that's happening now that my FYP and my Instagram feed is filled with all of these Odyssey Easter eggs. Did you notice this little detail went unnoticed? Yung mga ganun na bagay, dun ko mas na-appreciate siguro yung movie. The conversation, the behind the scenes, what it took for Christopher Nolan to do this, how they pulled off all these IMAX sequences where they had to shoot in complicated situations, spontaneous things that happened. Like, I can't name them because I might spoil it. Pero dun ako mas natuwa. And dun ko mas na-appreciate yung movie. So my experience of enjoying the Odyssey is not watching the Odyssey itself, but the after portion of it. When people who appreciated it more than I did showed how much love they have for the movie. And in that way, it rubbed off on me. And despite having a heavy bias and it being a me problem heading into watching the Odyssey myself, mas na-appreciate ko yung movie. Okay? But as far as Nolan movie, it being a Nolan movie, I would put it above Dunkirk. Nowhere near Interstellar. Nowhere near Inception. I would probably put it above Tenet. But probably below Memento. You know what I mean? It's really for me it was great, but it's just wrong timing for me to watch the movie. Still watch it though. Again, the culture behind it, all the neat things, the neat tricks, all the neat bits, fun facts. Nakakatuwa. I watched it in non-IMAX. Not as Nolan intended. But you may enjoy it more if you watch it from IMAX. I don't wanna. I definitely don't want to consider that Romeo na nagde-decline na si Nolan. I won't think so naman. Maybe perhaps the Odyssey and Tenet, not Nolan's strongest movies. But I don't want to say nagde-decline siya. If anything, this guy continues to break through his own barriers because this guy just did a period piece, right? Of a very important movie. Yeah, Nolan is still a genius. I will have to say. I don't think it's a decline in any way. Maybe just, didn't keep. Maybe it's just not as lovable as his original pieces, like, again, Interstellar and Inception. But I don't want to say nagde-decline na si Nolan because of this. Not a spoiler, but something you should definitely know going into the movie. Nolan is notorious for not using CGI. At least, full CGI. And you would be surprised at how a lot of these scenes look like CGI. But Nolan is just such a talented director with a talented team na mukha siyang CGI pero hindi talaga. So that's one thing to take note of going into this movie, because I think that enriches the experience also, figuring out how all of that shit was pulled off. For real? So Salmoax here has an opinion. Among the Oscar-worthy films this year, this is probably the best. I can't say. I don't even remember the last movie I watched before the Odyssey. I remember watching Prestige when I was in high school, pero nakalimutan ko na eh. Nakalimutan ko na yung I think I was in first year high school or grade 7 when Prestige came out. The Prestige. Okay? Alex does not agree with me. I think, Alex, what did you rate Odyssey as? As Nolan intended. How about Editor Kelvs? Editor Kelvs, ano rating mo sa Odyssey? Don't get LFS ng MOA. What's LFS? Pinapatayan daw ng aircon? Yeah, Levy, I'm down. I mean, here, given the chance, I'd watch the movie again. Just because of my newfound appreciation after watching the movie the first time. Whoa. After last full show, pinapatayan ng aircon. That's nuts. That's crazy work, bro. Imagine a 3-hour movie. Tapos pinatayan ka ng aircon at like the 2-hour mark. You're cooked. Hi, SC. Aling scene? Yung lightning scene? Yung maraming yung bumabagyo? Editor Kelvs also didn't like it. 4/10. I don't know why. Maybe here's another reason why. As Nolan kinda intended. 4/5, not 10. Akala ko 4 out of 10. So, whoa there. That's crazy, Mock. Imagine getting sweaty on cotton seats or leather seats. Oh my god. I may not be the only one here, but as cheesy and corny as it sounds, I don't mind a very long superhero movie, especially when it's a much anticipated one. Like if it's a boring one, sure. But with Avengers Endgame, I didn't mind the movie being that long. Alex 10 over 10. Alam ko walang AI. Did they use AI in Odyssey? I don't think so. People would freak out. Joe saying, have you guys also read the original literary work it's based on? Me as somebody who rated it 7 over 10. By the way, 7 over 10 is great. I did not read the original literary, so much of the symbolism, much of the deeper meanings of the movie, I didn't appreciate till after the movie. That's why I keep saying it's the conversation and the culture after watching the movie that got me to appreciate it more. Because when you watch it, the plot seems so simple, right? It's a very, very simple plot. Not a lot of twists. Very predictable. I mean, of course, it's the Odyssey. It's not like it's a new story, diba? But I think it's the symbolism, how those symbolisms were manifested throughout the movie making, or how they portrayed it pala in the movie, the emotions, what kind of archetypes each character portrayed. Yun yung feeling kong mas ma-appreciate ko if I watch the Odyssey a second time. I can't say much, JR. It is a non-spoiler review. No fucking way. I was thinking that that scene was the only non-CGI scene, Ron. No way. That is just crazy. Travis Scott, baby. I've seen memes already of Travis Scott and the Odyssey. How was it, Elju? Was it good for you? Yeah, yes. Am I reading your name right? Salmox? Yeah, yung Peyton Joe, yung my Ate Sibin, read the books in high school. Samwax. Are you Filipino? I like Project Hail Mary. I think Project Hail Mary, I would put Project Hail Mary on top of Odyssey. Yeah, right? So, even yung sinabi ni Ron. Oh my God. Imagine watching that scene tapos 4DX. Oh my God. The debate on Odysseus not being a hero, it makes sense because again of the symbolisms that went by unnoticed to the unbeknownst viewer like me. Na sa mga symbolisms, they keep mentioning, again, non-spoiler, but they keep mentioning Zeus's law that has a very, very heavy weight, far more than I realized. Because to me, it's just, okay. But apparently, in the literature, it's everything. Zeus's law is everything. Yeah, Salmoax. I heard about that. Imagine. That is crazy. Hindi ako makapaniwala sa ano talaga eh. Sa whirlpool. Is that crazy? I didn't. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. The Trojans versus the Greeks. Yup. Miss Moron. again, that those are the things, those are the deeper meanings that um that wouldn't have been noticed by somebody who didn't go through um the literary context behind the Odyssey. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, Salmox. So the reason why hindi nag-CG bihira yung CGI is because it was done in film strips. You mean you blame Legolas for kidnapping Diane Kruger? Is that it, June? I think that's a thing, JR. I heard about that. Yeah, wala tayong IMAX 70mm dito. Wala rin naman sa Dubai eh. So parehas lang tayo. Elju. Parehas lang tayo sa Dubai. Okay. Great discussion on Odyssey. Watch it on IMAX as Nolan kind of intended because dapat 70mm IMAX nyo siya panoorin. I feel like it will be a crazy different experience watching it on a screen as big as that though. Okay, so let's move on, chat. Okay, I took a picture of Grab with free snacks, free medicine, free Wi-Fi, and free medicine. What medicine are we talking about? Biogesic? Wow. All free medicine and some essentials. Pwede ka mag-karaoke if you want to. Oh, wow. This looks like Biogesic. May cotton, may... Hey! Hey, I mean... I'm totally not against this. It's super custom. It's a super custom experience for sure. And I feel like whoever is driving the vehicle just enjoys the job so much na gusto niyang masaya. May Wi-Fi! Oh my God! Free Wi-Fi! Gusto niya lang talaga na mag-enjoy yung pasahero niya. I mean, this is one sure way to get extra love from your passengers. What's the name of the book after the Odyssey? I mean, don't get me wrong. Personally, I like a car. I like TNVS or entering a car that's as plain as it can get, clean as possible, not with 200 extra fans. But if I get into something like this and it's more love than it is pagtitipid, because let's be real, chat, the reason why a lot of TNVS vehicles have fans at the chair is so that they don't have to blast the aircon, and that circulation is better because the cold air in front gets thrown at the back without blasting the AC at 2, 3, 4 or at 2, 3 or 4, right? Lalo na kung mainit. But this one, this is not at all anything like that. This is all love. All love for the game though. Great from Tom Holland. Did you like his performance? Maybe I will better the next time around. Okay, here's one last about Odyssey. Okay. So this is super unpopular, but I wasn't a fan of Elliot Page's acting. Don't get me wrong, Elliot Page is a great actor, but I wasn't a fan of his acting sa isa sa mga scenes. I felt like it was overextended. I don't know. But let's see. Let's see. I can be wrong. Okay. Sana lang wag abusuhin dahil libre. Sana naman hindi. Really nice of him. Siya rin na-book ko kahapon. Wow. I took a picture of my boyfriend's sweet food notes and the messages. Hi, baby. Oh, naol. Bought your favorite taro custard. I miss you. Will sundo you after your duty. Love you. Oh my God. This is at least what, my guy? This is at least... My gosh. Libre na nga ang pa-foods. May pasundo pa. My God. Naol na lang talaga, no? This looks like a chicken. No, this looks like breakfast. It says original something egg. Looks like breakfast. Is it breakfast or lunch? My boyfriend has this habit of writing little notes whenever he surprises me with food or coffee. Whether it's on a sticky note, the paper bag, or even just a short message, he always makes it extra special. I realize I have a whole album of these in my photos because I can't bring myself to throw them away. Looking back at them just makes me smile, especially on stressful days. The taro custard pie isn't even that delicious, chat. What are you... Mali pa, magbibigay na nga lang ng pagkain. Hindi pa yung masarap yung ibigay. What is this, man? Well, wala ring taste. Wala ring taste to. Taro custard pie yung gusto niya. I mean, it's the chocolate puff pastry is where it's at. So, I don't know. I disagree with this one, chat. Yeah, vehemently disagree with this. I mean, what is this? McDonald's on a regular... Unhealthy. Ay, nako, itong boyfriend na to. Imbis na nakatulong, nakadagdag pa sa bad health. Ay, nako. Poor taste, poor health. Yeah, wag tularan, wag tularan. Wag tularan. Report! Pangit din ng sulat, no? Oh, 'di ba? Yung love you, di man... What's wrong with saying I love you? Wala man lang date. Paano maalala? Kailan to? Yung happy face na yan, mukha bang happy face yan? Happy face looks flat as fuck. Is that how you draw a heart? Ay, nako. Too many exclamation points. Baby capitalized. Walang comma after hi. Ay, nako. People don't even know how to write letters these days, man. Might as well just throw this in the trash can. How do you downvote this? Awa na lang sa mga walang ganito at puro duty lang. Ganyan din ex-boyfriend ko noon. Ngayon husband ko na siya. Ganito pa rin siya from time to time, 14 years and counting. Take my angry upvote. Diba? Next time, pwede bang kapag magsusulat ka ng love letter, yung parang galing notepad na may linya para diretso yung sulat? Jeez. Paki-downvote, wag ka mag-alala. Na-downvote ko na. Na-downvote ko na to. Okay, let's move on, chat. Let's definitely move on. Okay. Ano ang kinaiinggitan mo? Chat, I need you to answer a question right now. What's up, Cassie? Ano ang kinaiinggitan mo? Ako, inggit ako sa mga taong may pera at nagagawa ang mga gusto nila sa buhay nang hindi nahadlangan ng kahirapan o ng estado nila sa buhay. Ikaw, ano ang kinaiinggitan mo? Curious to know, chat. No right or wrong answer here. Just a very straight up question. Ano ang kinaiinggitan mo? What are you envy of? I know envy does get a bad rap because, we're not supposed to be envious. You're supposed to be thankful. Comparison is a thief of joy, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's be real for a sec. Ano ang kinaiinggitan mo? Yung last Reddit thread. Okay, that about rounds up whatever TikTok editor Kelvs and I are gonna post. We're probably gonna put these two Reddit threads together. The demon of envy. Yung mas makapal buhok ng ibang tao kasi manipis na buhok ko. Same Ron. Yung mga kain ng kain pero di tumataba or healthy pa rin. That's a fair thing to get mad about, Lirio. I could only imagine. Sabi ni Romeo, I just want to be thankful right now. Fair. Mga tao may financial freedom na hindi na magpapasakop sa corporate. Okay. Do I have things that I'm jealous of? Of course. Without the answer being money, let me list the things that I am jealous of. People who lift with crazy form but never get injured at the gym. People who don't doom scroll or are not susceptible to it. People who have nice calves but never train them. People who don't need a lot of sleep and can easily fall asleep. And lastly, number 5. Yeah, it's the last letter. It's the last Reddit thread. See, jealous of young people age. I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, I don't mind being where I am now, SC. It's more of a neutral to... It's more of a correct to neutral. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind being younger for sure, but I'm also okay with where I'm at now. Like, I mean, the only reason why I'd want to be younger is probably so that I could achieve way more things with the knowledge that I have now. But that would be cheating, right? And that exactly is what life is all about. Learning from experience, and there's no other way around that. How much younger? If I were to be younger, like, I don't want to go back into my teens. I don't want to go back into my college days either. I don't mind being mid-20s. I feel like that's enough. But at the same time, what the heck? If I go back to my mid-20s, chances are uulitin ko lang lahat ng mali kong ginawa. So alam mo yun, like it's the classic dilemma. Payag ka 10 years younger. Pero wala ka na ring naaalala mo ngayon. O di ganun din yun, uulitin ko lang lahat ng mali na ginawa ko. Right? So, I don't know. That's why it's always tricky for me. Like, sure, I would love to go back and be younger if I had the same knowledge that I had now. Heck, I don't care if you made me last week younger. Right? If I had the knowledge that I have today and you brought me back to last week, I'd be fine with that. It's really more about the experience that I have. Don't care so much about the youth part. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Number 5. Just make it clear. Number 5. People who have thick and luscious hair in their mid-30s. And don't lose their hair forever. Okay, that's my number 5. Kinaiingitan. I know it's a cop-out answer, SC, but you're right. You're right. If there was a reason why I'd wish I want to be young, it's probably just so I could do shit right. Top 5 worth the money things? I'm going to be putting out a video on that soon. Samwax. Very, very soon. The 5 worth your money things. I'll be putting a video on that, out on that within the week, I think. Within the week. So, abangan. June. You're lucky. Thick and luscious hair. Why is my short mullet still a short mullet? I don't know. But here it is. Full view, Van. Yeah, so from the side, that's what it looks like. But I don't know. I think pag nagpagupit na ako kay Kuya Andy, I think I am going to have this like it's done. Ito na ang katapusan ng short mullet natin. This is it. I'm gonna have it trimmed again and bye-bye short mullet. Alright, next. Mga taong natural at buo mga ngipin. Let's go! I like teeth. Mga taong walang trauma sa buhay, mentally stable, people who are actually living, not surviving. Oh man, I feel for you. Kalmadong nanay, hindi laging galit na tatay, hindi problematic na pamilya, mga taong may kotse. Rooting for you, bro. Okay. I don't know why I put this here. Honestly thankful for the existence of the McDonald's app. Okay. Is it just me, chat? Or is it that between Jollibee and McDonald's in the social media space, parang McDonald's ang nagda-dominate ng positive news? Like whenever it's something about McDonald's and Jollibee or Jollibee on Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, in my experience, it always seems that McDonald's is the one being talked about in a good light. And whenever Jollibee is being brought up, it's either because of how foreigners love their Jollibee or that Jollibee in the Philippines is stinking. Parang yun lang parati yung Jollibee news na nasasagap ko. Whereas McDonald's, they're doing pretty good. May issue sila, Juice? Could be. And yeah, that's just my experience though. I love my Jollibee. Any given day, I will have my Chicken Joy over my Muck Chicken. But I also love my Muck Chicken. I love my Muck Flurry. I love my fast food. Okay lang, Trisha. Okay lang that they got rid of it. Mwahaha. Ang init sa lahat ng Jollibee. Laki ng galit ni Samwax. Wait! Samwax, are you just Smooth Peanut Popper? Did you just change your name? Alright, let's move on. Oh, okay. Akala ko. Alright. Happy to have you here, Samwax. I think it's the first time I've seen you. Xiaomi car sa SM. Chat, it's here. It's here. The Xiaomi car is now in the Philippines, man. And when they take over, it's game over. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Xiaomi car to be out. This might be the most compelling decision for me to ever purchase a car. I'm not a big fan of Xiaomi, but I've heard only good things about their cars. Type-C din kaya charger niyan. Xiaomi car, all positive reviews. Benipayo Jollibee keychain. I've heard about that. But not me. Not me, Ron. I don't have Benipayo Jollibee keychain. Bagong... I really hope this is AI. Right? Teacher on call. Please do not delay. Is this legit? Like, are there educators na talagang hindi pwedeng i-delay on the road? Even if this shouldn't fly in general, like with doctors even, or politicians na dapat walang special privileges on the road, I'm curious to know. Oh yeah, there is a Gemini watermark. Oh, yeah, you're right, chat. Okay, buti na lang it's AI. Okay, there you go. There you go. God. The post meant satire only. Buti na lang. Yeah, alright. Almost didn't see that. We can move on then. Ano nga kayang thought process sa mga sumisingit sa mga nagmamaneobrang sasakyan? Oof, let's see this.
Makinig ka! Essential skills to! Essential skills! Makinig ka! Ilang beses kong bang sasabihin sa inyo na kapag ito, liguan yan, huwag ka nagsisingit dito! Huwag ka nang sumingit dyan! Kasi ito, dito nakatingin yan, no? Dyan, no? Dyan nakatingin, dito! Ngayon, pag kumabig pa ganyan yan, sumingit ka, maiipit ka nga ni!
JB for me was an acquired taste, chat. It took a while for me to enjoy JB's content, but eventually JB's content became super relatable. When I found out that this has been his passion for quite some time already. Yeah, Levi. Yeah, mukhang magkakamotor na rin ako, no? Pero ang gagawin ko yata sa motor ko, Levi, pang errands, pang mall, pang grocery, pang errands ko lang talaga. But as far as going from point A to point B, I'm still likely going to either do MRT or drive or Grab. Or, four-wheeler na TNVS. But for motorcycles, at least here, in my experience in Metro Manila, I don't think I'll have the skills to maneuver around Metro Manila highways on a motorcycle. I don't think I'll ever be able to. Yeah, Samwax. Yeah, but I'm down to learn the correct way, especially because I have to unlearn habits as a driver of a four-wheel car or four-wheel vehicle. Because as a four-wheeler, my problem is that, not my problem. My concern is that many of the rules of the road that I follow and many of the behaviors na ginagawa ko hindi necessarily nagtra-translate if you're driving a two-wheeler. Like a good example would be lane splitting, right? Or cutting through lanes properly. It's very different if you're driving a four-wheel car. Lining up in traffic is also going to be very different because alangan naman, 'di ba, na tumigil ako sa likod ng isang sasakyan instead of splitting the lane. It's just a weird way to go about it if you think about it. Iba talaga ang ang pagmamaniobra gamit ang motor versus a four-wheeler. Kaya gotta learn. This one got a lot of upvotes. So for a post posted on Cars PH, this one got 6K upvotes. So it's a photo of a car, a BYD Sea Lion 6. But the twist here is that kotse to ng OP na pinaayos niya lang pero nakita niya on the road. So ibig sabihin, may anomalyang nangyari. Title of the threaded thread is, pinasok sa casa for repair. After 6 days, nakasalubong ko randomly sa daan. Got into a minor accident back in May. Filed for insurance claim at na-approve naman agad after 2 weeks. Took a month or so before dumating yung part na in-order ng BYD. Just last Wednesday, nag-unit in sa BYD. Kaninang tanghali, nakasalubong ko mismo sa daan yung sasakyan ko na supposedly makukuha ko na ulit bukas. Wala naman talyer o bilihan ng car parts sa paligid, so nilapitan ko yung driver. Sabi ko anong ginagawa niya dun. Sumagot naman, sabi, may pinaprint lang daw siya. Bakit daw? Tinanong ko kung taga-talyer siya at anong pangalan niya. Oo raw, may pinaprint lang daw na affidavit sa computer shop at dadalhin yung sasakyan somewhere para ipa-paint match. Tinanong ko kung kailangan niya ng affidavit para mapa-paint match. Hindi raw. Sinabay lang niya. Nag-side quest pala. Nireport ko sa BYD branch. Sabi ko parang di naman yata tama gamitin para sa ganun. Reply sa akin, o nga ma'am pinagsabihan ko nga Di ko pa siya nireplyan ulit. Medyo nainis lang din ako sa may parking naman, bakit di i-park ng maayos? Not sure if I should just leave it at that at di masyadong big deal. Meron ba dapat akong gawin? Or bayaan ko na lang? Thanks sa input. Please do not post on other social media platforms. Wala nadagdagan sakit ng ulo ko, please. Oh shit. We shouldn't have talked about this. Usually kapag may ganyan, di ko na pinag-usapan sa stream So I guess that's that, chat. I can't read any further. Go check out this thread on your own if you want to. But we gotta respect the OP's wishes here. But basically, sinasabi ng comments, bawal. Don't leave it at that. Yun lang. Okay. Cool stuff here. First time ko makapunta sa Batanes. Photos. Beautiful. Beautiful. If I'm right, ito ang hometown ni Manny. And recently, of course, Batanes is being headline news because of how I think China wants to claim it. Because of its proximity to Taiwan, which also China, of course, wants to claim. Or considers their own. Blow your horn. You are, baby. Wow, ang ganda ng Batanes, Wow, ang ganda ng Batanes chat, So cool to know that the houses here, of course, are built the way that they are. Yeah. Ito na yata yung pinakamagiging the Shire natin sa Pilipinas, no? With the different architecture. As well as the open sea. I don't know if it's relevant and if this is the right sub. I just can't contain my happiness. It's my first time going to one of my dream places that I thought was possible. This is my first time fulfilling my own dream. Wow. Batanes is one of those places na nakakagamot ng pagkatao. The first time I went there, limited yung connectivity. Literal na 8 to 9 a.m. lang may data, kaya 23 hours akong walang connection sa outside world. Thank you sa photos mo, OP. Na-remind ulit ako gaano kaganda ang Batanes. I hope soon makabalik ako. It's really nice. You take a plane there? Or is it possible by road? Like, it's the most northern part of the Philippines, right? There must be at least an 18-hour car drive. Let's see. If you are coming... If you are coming from Quezon Memorial Circle and you want to get to Batanes Islands, how does one go there? Oh, you cannot, because it is an island. You cannot. It is impossible to go there. Ito ang Batanes. I thought this was Batanes, chat. What is this? What the hell? Hold up. I thought this was Batanes. I did not know na ito ang Batanes. Yeah, now it makes sense why they're claiming it. That's literally Taiwan. Oh, I did not know. So, ito Babuyan Islands to. And then, ito na yung Batanes. I have more questions now. How the F did people just end up here? One always has to think about that, right? In the long history of humans, how did we just end up here, bro? Like, did we swim here? Did we crash here? And then on top of that, not only did we decide to live in a remote island, we also decided to go and weather all the storms that pass by it. You think so? I don't think it's ice bridges. Like, I don't think the people here are that old. Right? I don't think like they're millions of years old for there to be people here. Like, hindi naman siya Great Migration, di ba? Or anything of that sort. How did civilization start in Batanes when it is a remote location relative to mainland Luzon? Let's just ask our best friend. Get this over with. Here. That's a great question, and it gets a common misconception about how ancient people moved around. The key is that Batanes wasn't settled from Luzon first. The most likely story, archaeological and linguistic evidence suggests that the ancestors of the Ivatan people arrived from Taiwan, not from mainland Luzon. Ooh. 3000 to 2000 BCE, farming communities lived in southern Taiwan. Some of these Austronesian-speaking people sailed south and settled the Batanes Islands. Their descendants continued sailing further down south into Luzon and eventually throughout the rest of the Philippines. So in a sense, Batanes was one of the first stepping stones into the Philippine archipelago, rather than an isolated outpost settled from Luzon. Why settle such a remote place? Although Batanes seems remote today, it actually lies between Taiwan and Luzon. Southern Taiwan to the North Batanes Islands is about 150 kilometers to 200 kilometers. The gap from Batanes to northern Luzon is roughly similar. For experienced seafarers, these weren't impossible voyages. They likely traveled when weather and winds were favorable, and they may have been able to see the next island from high elevations on clear days for some shorter crossings, though not across the largest gaps. Yeah, there you go. Wow. I didn't even know. If tinuro man to sa Hekasi, hindi ko na siya naaalala. Anyway, let's talk about money. First time ko makapag-ipon ng 120k in cash. Mine na lang, please. Look at that, chat. Imagine. I'm both amazed at how little in quantity 120,000 looks like, and how OP was able to save that all up in cash without feeling like it has to be deposited. Must be a really safe place. Like, ang onti lang ng 120k, no? Like, I mean, like, I'm not talking about the value of the money, but the actual cash. I would think like 120k is a pile of cash. Diba? 120k cash raffle next. Alright, chat. Here's the deal. If we make 300k in YouTube money, I will raffle 120k cash. Is that fair? Cash sa pouch ang 1 million. Yeah, because a band is 100, right? A band is 100 bills. Damn, JR. Oh, SWG here has a more personal experience. 190k isn't that bad. 300k in brand deal money? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. $300k in brand deal money. Okay. That's 120k. 10k a month lang yung tinabi ko. Na-deposit ko na sa bangko bago ko pa ito i-post. Wala akong mapagsabihin dahil baka mapautangan pa. Anyway, upvote. Save your money, chat. Save your money. Except with memberships. Memberships really help the stream. This week, we might fall below 100. Let's not let that happen, please. If you aren't a member, consider becoming one. If you're already a member and you want others to enjoy the happiness that is becoming a member of this channel, please consider gifting memberships. And on Twitch, please consider subscribing. Meron? There's a credit card scam in BDO? Di ko alam yun, ha? First time ko makakita ng pinaglalamayan na pusa. I am a cat lover pero grabe to. Mas maganda pa setup ng lamay ng tatay ko. Sa lamay ng tatay ko. It looks a little silly if you're not a pet lover. Or if you've never had a pet that you were attached to dearly. Or a pet that you grew up. But I'm telling you, Chad, I have been to one. Not my pet. And it's just as sad. I mean, not as sad as a human, right? But it's very, very heartbreaking. Because everybody's grieving. Like the families, the family of the pet, the human family of the pet. Man, Chad, it's sad because I don't know. Will I consider taxidermy for my pet? Nah. Probably just cremate the thing and have it at my home or something. Pero sobrang lungkot ng ganito. I mean, of course, the setup is not exclusive to this pet. The next pet in line, I think this is only a 30-minute grieving window. I think it's just a chance for the family to properly, the human family to properly honor the pet and say goodbye to it one last time before it's cremated. And then the next pet is brought in, set up in the same way. Ganyan din yung lamay. Sobrang lungkot nito. Yeah. That cat was deeply loved. Imagine what joy he brought to the family. Yeah. That's very true, Chad. I think that's the number one underrated thing about pets, right? The amount of love that it just gives to the entire family throughout its lifetime. The joy too. I don't really want to cover politics today, so I hope you don't mind that we're gonna be skipping this. Erwin Tulfo tinalakan si Robin Padilla. Just check it out on your own time if you want to. Okay, what's this? How do you read this, chat? Kilot or kelot? 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 Kilot? Tinangkang magnakaw sa truck sa road 10. Muntik hatawin ng pahinante. Ooh, I wanna see this, bro. How do you read this for those who know? Kelot, kilot, kelot, kelot? What's it short for? Is it short for anything? Let's see.
Hindi pa na kontento, bumalik po.
May pag-iwan eh.
Sistema dito sa pier. Ayan na, inakit na. Nilaslas na.
You're gonna get cooked, brother.
Oh, yan oh. Safe na safe ya, Remulia. Nilaslas na oh.
Sa pier. They're all on pero road din. Pero sa pier sabi sa video.
Ang inang magnanakaw yan.
Bigas.
Ay, bigas.
Diba? This is not the first time we've seen a video like this. But the craziest thing for me whenever I see videos like this is how this person does it knowing that there are at least a dozen other people watching him commit the crime. Right? I think, Levy, it's very difficult to contest. It's very difficult to contest this person because they have a weapon. And if I'm not mistaken, kung nasa pier lang nga sila, then they're all sitting ducks in there. And I don't know. It's of course the logical thing would be to just honk your horn or call the attention of the driver or whatever, pero ang hirap eh. Kaya nga 'di ba may tapang sila because they know nobody will do it. Yeah. Yeah, yun yung mahirap about it.
Yes pa yata.
So I guess taking a video for photo evidence is probably the next best thing na at this point.
Gagalit pa dito sa kamilod. Oh, yan oh. Sistema dito sa pier Manila.
May panaksak eh.
Oh, ayan nga, nasa pier lang sila. Pier, pero may pero may traffic lights. So papasok pa lang sila ng pier, ganun. Saan ba yung road 10? Road 10. It's a 10-kilometer major coastal highway in Metro Manila stretching from Tondo, Manila to Navotas. Ba't yung sinasabi sa pier? Asan sila? R10 pa rin to. Baka traffic lang, no?
Ang gawain ng mga yan oh. Di marunong lumaban ng patas. Oh. Tangin ng mga kupal to. Sige. Sige, kuha. Ina mo ka.
Ano pa naman yung...
Diba? Tas ayan. Tatlo pa pala sila. Diba? Tatlo pa pala sila na mga doing the job. So imagine if you attempt to go down, to call out this guy, dude, the other two will just fuck you up. If not, if you get to fuck up this guy, don't worry. Two other guys will mess with you.
That's me.
Paldo. Paldo.
Oh, apat pa pala sila, chat to. What the Like, I wonder why ito ang tinarget nila specifically. I wonder if alam nila kung ano yung laman nito or that ano lang kasi talaga. Siya yung pinakamadaling nakawan. What if it's a shipment of iPhones? Oh my God, you're good. You're good. Imagine just stealing 10 iPhones. Fuck. Isn't that the craziest thing? Imagine just being able to get your hands on 10 iPhones. Goods ka na, no? Yeah, ano na to? Syndicated crime na to.
May kutsilyo.
Yeah, Levy, you're right.
Nilaslas nga eh.
What are they stealing though? Hurry up,
Bigas
bro. We
nga
gotta
eh,
scroll.
sabog eh, oh.
Yung bigas eh.
Sabog ang bigas.
Bigas. That's what they're stealing. Rice.
Ayan na. Ayan yung pahinante. Bumaba na yung pahinante oh. Patay ka ngayon.
Ano ang pahinante, chat? Ano ang pahinante? Katulong ng driver na naglilipat, nagkakarga at nagbababa ng mga mabibigat na kargada o paninda.
Yan na.
You have a gun?
Tangina nyo ka. Bumaba pa tong pahinante oh. Yari ka dyan. Oh, ano? Gigi, pasin mo! Pasin mo!
Kailangan din talaga, may tapang ka. Tingnan mo yung ipanlalaban nyo. Eh, apat sila, di ba? Apat sila, chat, to. Kailangan iba rin yung tap. Like, imagine the labor hazard here.
Bumaba pa tong pahinante oh. Yari ka dyan. Oh, ano? Gigi, pasin mo! Pasin mo!
Naaktuhan ng tangkang pagnanakaw na 3 kelot sa isang truck na nakahinto sa Road 10, Manila. May kaso ba yung truck sa likod if banggain niya para maipit sila? Ala, basta hindi nila mapapatay, pero kung mapapatay nila, meron. Sigurado yung mga kamag-anak magsasabing mababait yung mga taong yan. Yung pahinante pa kakasuhan pag sinaktan niya yan. Damn. Pahinante ay helper ng driver. Thank you, thank you. Oh, crazy. Okay, on more positive news, or maybe negative chat. Man, I miss this shit. Meron pa ba neto? Meron pa ba neto? These are so good. I love my chocolate milk. I remember in Hong Kong, first time traveling to Hong Kong, realized how expensive it was. Still needed my protein, still needed my calories. I chugged an entire liter of chocolate milk from the grocery. Easy protein, easy calories. Get to bed not hungry. core memory ko yun, by the way. Chocolate milk in Hong Kong. It's the only thing I could afford. I could afford going to Hong Kong, but I can't afford much of the food there. So ended up shopping at the grocery and chugging an entire liter of chocolate milk. I love my chocolate milk. And wala na nga nito. Melon milk, if I'm not mistaken, is also the other top tier flavored milk of Nestle at the time. No, first time ko sa Hong Kong, I think only in 22. I think 22 is the first time I went to Hong Kong. So, ano na ako nun? Well into my adult age. It's just that I didn't realize how expensive Hong Kong was. And yeah, 22 or 23. 2022 or 2023. Ako nagpunta ng Hong Kong for the first time. Pero yes, in a way, bata pa lang ako, nagbibilang na ako ng calories. I think I first started counting calories, I think college. So very early 20s or very late teens. Nagbibilang na ako. But not every day. It's just a habit I got fond of. What happened, Levi? Oh, this is chat bawal tumawa. This is expectation versus reality. I saw this. Rant and Vent PH. Mga dismayado, agrabyado, and so we must not laugh at others' misfortunes, okay? What are you talking about, SWG? Go on, Levi. Oh, YouTube filtered it? Cherry and a friend of ours na kasama namin sa trip got her Hong Kong trip photos edited with AI as clothless. Tapos pinaparaan somewhere else, they will release it daw. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? That's so bad from your Hong Kong trip. So, mga random photos to of them. Because you said it happened a week after your trip. Wow, that's crazy work, Levi. Wow, crazy, no? Okay, here we go. Expectation versus reality. Expectation. Reality. I think OP is trolling. I think OP is trolling, chat. I don't think this is similar at all. I read the story, Levi. Do you want me to read this on chat? Hold up. OP has to be trolling, right? Dapat talaga wag magmamadali kung wala pa yung hairstylist mo. From curtain bangs to banga ng kinder. Bangs ng kinder, tuloy yung nangyari. Gusto ko lang naman magkaroon ng style yung hair ko since nasa awkward hair length na siya. Bro. Alayo. Okay, the follow-up to Levi's story. So Levi says that meron siyang bad experience from Hong Kong because a week after Levi got home, yung girlfriend ni Levi and yung friend ng girlfriend ni Levi, I think got sent photos of them apparently clothless as they were in Hong Kong because these photos were doctored with AI. So in short, threaten sila, sinesextortion sila na i-release yung photos na to of them when they were in Hong Kong. However, Cherry did not pay any attention to this. In fact, Cherry, ang partner ni Levy, even commented. Sabi niya, ano ba yan? Bakit mabulbul? Nagpa-Brazilian ako. Fair play. Fair play. Alam mo yung magagalit ka, but that's not me! That's not me! Oh wait, I was supposed to paraphrase it? Sorry. Alright, we're moving on. Okay, ang gulo-gulo. We're talking about lighter things now. Ang gulo-gulo. Kanal humor. We have chess. Gaano ka-random mga malls sa Pilipinas? And we have people play. We have the people doing Zumba here. And I think they're at the 100 chat. And it's not only that. I think there's also I think there are like 4 people in front instructing. These kids just can't concentrate no more. Look at this. Look at these 2. Kawawa naman. Oh, yeah, Mock. Real comment. Real comment. That is the sad reality behind all of these funny memes, huh? Could be. Parang lang yung last week, no? Yung nagpapa-blood donation. Sabay may bumibirit sa stage. Yeah, yun mismo, SWG. Real comment from Mock. In case you didn't read it or aren't looking at your screens, let me read it for you, chat. Sabi ni Mock, our malls are like that because we do not have livable spaces outside. Hurts to read it, but it hurts because it's true. Diretso mga yan sa Mang Inasal after. I love Mang Inasal. But aminin nyo, mas masaya but aminin nyo, mas masaya ganito. Kulang pa ng train at dinosaur na may sakay na bata. Yeah. Funny as heck. Yung hotdog kapag sa breakfast mo kinain, parang nakakaangat ka sa buhay. Pero kapag sa gabi, parang naghihirap ka na. Hindi ako mahilig sa hotdog chat eh. Who here loves hot dogs? So I really can't relate. Na may pinagkaiba pala ang kapag kumakain ng hotdog sa umaga at kumakain ng hotdog sa gabi. Can anybody here tell me the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference kapag kumakain ng hotdog sa umaga at kumakain ng hotdog sa gabi? Cheese dog with baksilog sauce. By the way, chat, if there's one thing you can summon Stein with, apart from tech, hot dogs. Like, Stein genuinely loves hot dogs. Difference, mindset. Si SWG, walang oras na pinipili, kakainin ko yan. Let's see what the other comments you have to say. Hold up. Hold up, JR. Pag sa umaga, pampabusog. Pag sa gabi, pang-exercise. Hold up, Mock. Depende kung naghugas. Like, of course, you wanna wash the hot dogs. That makes sense. Yeah, chat, pro tip, wash your hot dogs because it will remove a lot of the food coloring that you don't really need more of already. Yeah, Pao, that's so true. Kumakain ng hotdog pag nasa pansol. Yeah, cut or uncut hot dogs. I don't mind either, to be honest. I feel like what's more important is tostado siya. Pag nasa pansol, no, tas lahat nasa swimming pool. Oh, that's the best. Best merienda ever. Pag everyday hotdog, okay na yung cocktail size. Pero pag may okasyon yung jumbo. That makes sense. Mas mahal kasi ang jumbo hotdog, di ba? Sa umaga pampagising, sa gabi pampatulog. CJ spawned out of nowhere to say that. Pag nasa pool naman, masarap ang hotdog kainin kasi pang breathing exercise. Oh yeah, because you get, pagkakain ka, no, mas mabubusog ka. So, mas magiging laborious yung paglangoy. That makes sense, JR. Come on, Chad. Alright, we'll move on from that, okay? Enough hot dog talk. We'll move on. While browsing cat food sa Lazada, natawa naman ako dito. I love random as fuck comments like this on e-commerce platforms. 1 kilogram, how much po ba? And we're talking about cat food here. May nag-reply, Rosalina, nagsashabu ka pa rin ba? Di mo mabasa description, andun na lahat ng sagot. Puro usok na lang utak mo. Sobrang walang chill nito. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's crazy, Philip. Is that for real? Pure Foods na king size. You boil it when it comes straight out of the freezer, then you fry it in butter. Ooh, that sounds good, Philip. That's one way to enjoy hot dogs. Kala ni Rosalino nasa Facebook Marketplace siya. Sana may ganyan sa Shopee. Minsan nag-1 star sa kanilang katangahan. Parcel has been confiscated by authorities. We'll just pass on that one. Not much to talk about. Okay, this is the last thing I want to talk about because it got kind of viral. Okay. This one got viral. If I haven't really followed the story, but I saw 2 posts about it across separate threads. Let me know, chat, if familiar kayo dito. But essentially, I think there is a robbery that happened. And in the process, a Move It rider was unalived. Yeah. Gigil ako sa mga coops na hindi lumalaban ng patas. Robbery nakalagay sa mugshot pero kita sa CCTV video dyan na sinaksak niya yung Move It rider na according sa comments and other posts ay isang single dad na sadly hindi na nakarecover. Sana yung ganitong salot ng lipunan na hindi naman lumalaban ng patas nakakakuha ng proper retribution. Now, 100% this is devastating to hear, to see. And there's definitely, nothing else to say about this. It's abhorrent behavior that we shouldn't at all welcome. If I'm not mistaken, kaya naggaganito siguro yung mukha niya kasi pinag-uupak na siya. But this also is kind of why we have posts like this. Hold on. I remember that just last week, meron tayong nakitang post ng isang rider na nakalagay sa batok niya na please po, parang nagtatrabaho lang ako, buntis ang asawa ko. Remember that? Last week may ganun. Hold on, I'm trying to look for it, chat. Here. Like, what the fuck? Right? Like you would see something like this. Just 5 days ago, this was posted on the Philippines subreddit. May rider or may nagmamaneho ng motor niya, buntis po ang asawa ko, huwag niyo po akong sana saktan. Right? And it's very painful that it's come to this, and that's what a lot of people are saying in the comment section. And then no more than a week later, nangyari ito. Diba? So it is a reality. This is not just something that is done out of being paranoid or because sobrang mas nag-iingat lang talaga. No, it's because it's a reality that we're in. Sobrang lungkot nito. Nabasa ko pa na namatay yung sinaksak niya and single father din yung victim kasi namatay na yung asawa. Now yung anak na 4 years old ay orphaned na. What the hell, man? Another post, gigil ako sa taong ganito. And then tinan niyo pa yung sinabi niya. This person says, nabigla lang po ako, pasensya na po, hindi naman po sinasadya, patawad po. Right? Like, after committing that crime, this is what this person says. Ito yung sinabi niya, di ba? Kapal na mukha nitong gagong to na kung pang humingi ng tawad, hayop ka. Napatay mo na nga yung MC taxi rider tapos ngayon sasabihan mong hindi mo sinasadya. Gago ka ngang talagang binawian mo yung naghahanap buhay. Sana sa susunod, ikaw na ang bawian ng buhay. Kung tutuusin, hindi ka na dapat binubuhay. Sama ng ugali mong tarantado ka, kawawa yung biktima mo. Sa'yo namumuhay siya ng patas tapos papatayin mo. Dapat sa'yo tuluyan na lang talaga eh. Saka yung surname mo, tugmang-tugma talaga kahit sino matatakot sa'yo kasi mamamatay tao ka. Humingi ka man ng patawad sa pamilya o sa naulila ng biktima, hindi na babalik ang buhay ng pinatay mo. Sana talaga ibalik yung wag naman yung death penalty. Hindi enough ang kamatayan para sa ganyang tao. Ano yun? Easy way out. Grabe, no? I haven't seen the actual footage of this. I'm not sure if it was released publicly. Comments here are the same. It's all angry. It's all sympathetic with the victims. And then ito naman yung kwento ng rider. I think after digging through, nahanap ko rin siya. So ito yung rider mismo. Ito yata yung anak niya na ngayon ay naulila na kasi yung asawa mismo ay wala na rin. O, diba? And this is the story, or at least this is the post. This is the story of the rider. Ito ba yun? Video unavailable. It's now privated. I hate to be the one saying this, but while timelines are flooded with discussions about Rene, a Move It rider was murdered in one of the most horrifying ways imaginable while doing nothing more than trying to earn an honest living. Fabio Norberte Jr., rest in peace, was stabbed repeatedly by the very passenger he picked up. His life was taken over a motorcycle, a few possessions, and the simple fact that he was working a late-night shift to provide for his family. Saklolo felt deeply embedded among all of us. What hurts even more is that he what he left behind. He leaves behind a young son with autism who had already lost his mother when he was only a month old. That little boy is now growing up without both parents. Fabio's dream was to work abroad so he could afford his son's therapy and give his elderly parents the comfort they deserved after spending their lives working hard. Those dreams ended on a roadside because someone else chose violence. This isn't just another crime story. This is a child losing his only remaining parent. This is two aging parents burying their son. This is an entire family losing the person who carried their hopes. I'm not saying people shouldn't care about other stories, but I do think we need to ask ourselves why some people receive endless attention, donations, and public support while families like Fabio's quietly grieve with little recognition. Why do we give so much space to internet personalities yet ordinary Filipinos who sacrifice everything for their families barely became part of the conversation? Ipagpahinga nyo na si Rene, please. If we're capable of raising thousands, even millions through viral personalities, then surely we can show up for the families whose lives have been shattered by real tragedy. Some people deserve more than our sympathy. They deserve to be seen, they deserve to be remembered, and they deserve the same compassion we so easily give to stories that dominate social media. I hope Fabio Noberte's Jr.'s name doesn't disappear after the headlines fade. I mean, I agree. We shouldn't be giving attention to the people that don't deserve the attention, especially if they're up to no good. And it's very unfortunate na ito yung nangyari. Be safe out there, chat, okay? Be safe and don't forget, nasa Pilipinas tayo. We are the Mexico of Southeast Asia. We are literally where crime happens. we are the country where movies depict a terrorism, crime-ridden country. Tayo yun. So, please, mag-ingat tayo. Yeah, right? Okay. I mean, I'm sorry for ending on a down note there. But perhaps with our quick raffle, again, it's only a mini raffle, a little something to make up for yesterday. For yesterday's no stream, I did spend some time with family. Ate Sibin is based in La Union, so last night when I was asked by Mommy Keiko to come home and have dinner with the family, immediately the first thing that I thought is, how many more moments like this? Right? Think about it, chat. With family, na kompleto kayo. How many more moments na ganun? 50? 100? How about a dozen? How many more moments? Lalo na kung everybody lives separately. Separate houses, separate towns, separate countries even. How many more moments in our lives na magiging kompleto yung family to celebrate a simple meal? And that went that immediately ran through my head. Told myself, yeah, let's just have dinner. It's just dinner, but it's dinner with everybody. Kaya nauwi ako kagabi, chat, and I do want to let you know about it, on why we canceled the stream last night. What's up, June? Why so? Long shot, Levy. Ate Sibin has a very busy household. But hey, Levy, if you're up there, tas nagkasabay tayo, let's hang. Sorry to hear that, June. Kailan? For a while now or relatively recent? Press 1, by the way, if you still want to join. We'll do a quick pull of 2 people. But don't forget, chat, if I'm not mistaken, Gio's raffle will be on the 23rd. Okay? So be here on 23. Gio's birthday raffle will be very fun. I agree, Gerard. That is quite recent. Quite recent yan, June. So hope I hope that things feel less heavy these days. But if they're still heavy, June, we're all here for you, June. And I don't think it's meant to be easy right away. Remove your name from the raffle? Oh, sorry. I meant to say Gerard. My bad. Na ano ako dun. I meant to add Gerard. I suppose, June. I suppose losing people that you love, I don't think they're ever meant to make. I don't think it's ever gonna not change your life. Like, you will change permanently. And Jinx, if you wanna come over to the raffle, you have to be on YouTube. See, I Benipayo over here. We'll do what we can, June, to be here for you. I'm against it, Shibaru. I didn't know that. If alam ko 100 iPhones yung ni-raffle ni Ivana, no? Yeah. I feel for you, Romeo. I mean, Chai, if you love your parents, you know, just really cherish. You will. I don't think you will ever regret spending more time with your family. Right? I don't think there's ever going to be a situation where you look back in time and you're like, damn, I regret spending more time with my parents. Like, whether or not that relationship was good, I don't think there's still gonna be regrettable time with family. Because for as long as you had good intentions, then yeah. But hey, that's not to say there aren't shitty parents out there. There are shitty parents out there too. So I'm just saying. Yeah, it's still open. Press 1 if you want to join. Only open to YouTube and Twitch. I like that smile in the end, June. Feel ko, ano yan, genuine hugot ng ngiti. Na tipong the cooking and finding ways to keep your mom's memory alive in your life actually gives you that happiness. Man, we make it's very interesting to be human, huh? Very difficult to be human. Oh, Teddy, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. What's up, Teddy? Jet. Thank you, Gerard. Okay. Very simple raffle pull. Roll call ito. So I will say one. And I will say one. I will say all the names here. And I will say all the names here. And if you're not called but pressed 1, this is your last chance to get your name on the wheel. Because I may have not just seen it earlier. Okay? So here we go. Alex, Gerard, JB80, Jet, Kelvin, Levy, Lirio, LJ Mokpao, Peyton Joe, Samwax, Stein, SWG, and Teddy. 50 names on the list. It's going to be a simple, straightforward pull. We have 2 winners. Kung sino man ang matawag, siya na kaagad ang panalo. However, I also want to remind everybody that winner, to be eligible for this, kailangan naaabot kayo ng Lala Move delivery. Because it has to be on-demand courier. It can't be through GoGo. It has to be reachable through Lala Move. Okay? Wala na. Last chance na to. Alright. We're gonna spin the wheel now. Mas maganda kung personally i-claim sa Hangout para wala na tayo, less greenhouse emissions, diba? No need to use Lala Move. Diretso na, bibigay ko na lang sa Hangout. Pwede rin. Pwede. That's more environmentally friendly. Okay, ready, chat? Here we go. Here comes it. We will do 30-second spins just to pick out 2 people. Kailan yung expiration? I think November. Here we go, chat. 3, 2, 1. First winner to get oh my gosh. Congratulations, Peyton Joe. Peyton Joe, are you in the building? Press 1, Peyton Joe, if you're here. I know Joe was just here a few minutes ago, but I don't know if Joe is here now. Peyton Joe, let's go. All right. Peyton Joe, please DM me on Discord to claim your prize. I almost wanted to rant. Okay. Peyton Joe, congratulations. First time winner here. Should have been a 28-second spin. Okay, here we go, chat. Spinning the wheel one more time. Good luck. Our second and final winner for the night of 2 liters of Vitasoy Plus almond milk. Here we go. What the hell? SWG! Yo, chat, SWG! With the W! Congratulations, we have our 2 winners right now. We have SWG and Peyton Joe. SWG, Peyton Joe, both bringing home the goodies. There you go. Winner! I know, malapit na manalo si Sam, no? Team Twitch. Oo nga, no? If Sam won, that's gonna be a Twitch W. Okay, here we go. Chat, drop some W's in the chat para sa ating 2 winners. Congratulations, SWG, and congratulations, Peyton Joe. Let me write that down. Curious to know, are you guys going to be claiming it at the Hangout? Can you tell at this point? Peyton Joe and SWG, our Hangout will be on August 8th. Will you claim it at the Hangout or will you have it delivered? Free hot dog? Unfortunately, no free hot dogs come with the Vita soy milk. Okay, keep me posted then. How about you, Peyton Joe? Keep me posted or are you more certain? Okay, hindi rin certain. So just keep me updated. Let's keep each other updated para malaman natin if we will be shipping this out or if we're gonna be seeing each other on August 8th. But speaking of chat, don't forget, August 8th will be our meetup. I hope that you could make it. Here you go. Here's our poster. August 8th, ang meetup natin, it will be at Hobby Stadium along Erod. Our second quarter hangout. Hope you can make it. Panghalo sa soju, why not? Lalo na kung malamig, di ba? Okay, chat. I want to give a huge shout out to Gio. Gio from last week who dropped a TTS. Thank you so much for that, Gio. But don't forget also, chat, on Thursday, meron tayong raffle ulit. Another one with Gio. Shoutouts sa ating top 10 tonight. We have, who do we have here? We have June, JR, Romeo, Levy, Ron, Isover, Pau, LJ Stein, and Mock. Top 10. I'll see you tomorrow, chat. Oh, in case you did not see, we're moving the car stream next week. Nagkaroon ng schedule mishap with the brand. Sabi nila na next week na lang daw. So, yeah, na-move natin next week. Thank you to our mods who were here. Paring Ray, thank you for being here. And good night, everyone. Canola boy. See you tomorrow, chat. Good night. Tulog na kayo. Well wishes to Mr. Beast. Robust guy? Chat. Chat. Good night, everyone.